परेशान करती है। बांसुरी एक ऐसी चीज है, अगर वो सुर में ताल में ना बजे, बांसुरी के अलावा कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट, अगर कोई भी म्यूजिक अगर वो सुर में और ताल में ना बजे तो कानों को खटकता है और वो उसको हमें सुनने में मजा नहीं आता है। तो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वी मस्ट फॉलो ताल। ताल इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, द बेसिक ऑफ म्यूजिक इज ताल। ताल होता क्या है, वो जो आप एक मेट्रोनोम के साथ जब प्रैक्टिस करते हो, टिक 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 की आवाज आती रहती है, कांस्टेंट रिपीटेटिव साउंड एट फिक्स्ड इंटरवल, वो जो बजता है उसको हम ताल बोलते हैं। तबले की अगर बात करें तो काफी गाने हमारे 3 ताल में बजते हैं, धा धिन धिन धा धिन धिन धा तिन तिन धा धिन धिन धा। ये 16 जो बीट्स हैं, 4-4 के डिविजन्स में जो होती है, इन्हीं को पकड़ के हमें बहुत सारे गाने बजाने होते हैं। मैं अगर इस 3 ताल की बात करता हूँ तो इसमें काफी सारे मतलब बहुत ही पॉपुलर ताल है। तो ताल 16 मात्रा की हो सकती है, 8 मात्रा की हो सकती है, 12 मात्रा की हो सकती है, वो सब टेक्निकल चीजें हैं, वो मैं आपसे किसी और वेबिनार में डिस्कस कर पाऊंगा। यहाँ पर मैं सिर्फ इतना बताना चाहूंगा कि अगर बांसुरी या कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट अगर ताल में नहीं बजता है तो वो ना आपको अच्छा लगेगा ना आपके सुनने वालों को अच्छा लगेगा। तो ताल इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ताल, मान लीजिए आप एक खेत में जा रहे हैं, पगडंडे की तरह है।
Prashant,
पगडंडी, यस
Prashant,
गोपाल,
there are some foreigners, so you may have to speak in English.
ओके ओके। मतलब कुछ लोग अंग्रेजी में कंफर्टेबल नहीं है तो इसलिए मैं हिंदी में ही बोल रहा था, बट आई विल ट्राई टू यूज इंग्लिश, डोंट वरी। ओके,
No,
so
I
when
saw
you,
one
yeah,
clear foreigner. So
yes. So what I was trying to make my point is, when you are crossing farmland, there's a pagdandi, I don't know pagdandi को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं, तो you have to follow that pagdandi so that you don't topple over farmland. So ताल भी वही चीज होती है, उसको पकड़ के आपको चलना होता है, and if you don't follow that ताल, you are going to be besura and your music is not going to be soothing to the ears. So very important thing that you must follow tal. Anand ji is here, who will definitely throw some light on tal, because we were discussing the same topic in our WhatsApp group yesterday. So I'll ask Anand ji to, if he can chip in with his inputs, what tal is all about and how we must follow the tal. Anand ji, can you hear me?
Yeah, coming. Actually,
Yes,
we
Anand.
were discussing. There was a question from Anil ji, Anil Shah. कि वो जब ताल okay, I'll speak in English. When he plays two gun, that means two swar in the same beat, he is finding it difficult. So that way, we discussed. I gave some inputs how you can manage that. Basically, when we are learning, our gurus they tell us only one thing: you cannot be besura, you cannot be betala. That means your notes should be in sur, and your what you are playing should be in rhythm. Tal is basically rhythm. So as Prashant ji said, most of the songs is based on teen tal. And Gopal ji that day discussed that we should practice on metronome. Now, when we are practicing on metronome, basically what we are doing, everything, I just sometime back I saw a video of Ashwin Srinivasan. He was saying that whenever we are, whatever we are doing in rhythm. When you are walking in a rhythm, you are taking steps in a rhythm. You just concentrate on those rhythms. Your fan is going, there is some tick tick sound is there, that is a rhythm. Your anything we are doing, there is always a rhythm in whatever we are doing. So when we are practicing also, we should follow the rhythm. We can follow any rhythm. Now what I was describing that day, that he said, I am playing in a particular beat, say 60 or 80 beat, he was saying 70 or 80 beats he is playing, or 100 beats you are playing. So 100 beat means tak, 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 tak. It is following the rhythm. So all our swars, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha. So we have to speak. So how I learned playing in rhythm is, okay, first, as Gopalji said, okay, I started with metronome only. I was told कि पहले सबसे आप metronome, first of all you play the beat with your, either you tap on your hand, you play, or you tap on your legs. So whatever you're doing, you just match your beats along with the beat of the metronome. That is the first step what I learned. Yes, I think tack, 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 tack. You just keep on repeating that. Another way how I learned was I played the metronome at a particular beat. So I was learning at 80 beats. I started with 80, went to 100, and now 120 I am practicing. So 100 beat, I kept that speaker on for the whole day in my room. So wherever I am simply that is beating in my head. It so happened that after a while, when I'm sleeping at night and somehow I turn and just I'm half awake, still that beating is there. Ta 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 ta. So what happens that your mind it registers those beats in your subconscious. So when this is the first step. Second step is whatever you're doing, you play with that beat. You say the sargam, you say malankar or something. Sa re ga ma re ga ma pa ga ma pa dha ma pa dha ni. So you keep on repeating that. Along with that tal, you start repeating orally. Once you start repeating orally, and if your fingers they are registered with the holes. So if you have played well, sargam अच्छे से play किया है, then your fingers know. When you say sa, it is here. When you say ga, it is here. So once you repeat that, it takes many days. It's not something that we can learn in just half a day or one day. We can understand theoretically in half a day, but to practice it, to learn it, it takes a lot of time. Continuously for at least 1 week. But what I feel is, I practiced it for 1 week. I went for jogging. During my jumps also, during my steps also, I used to repeat that. All the alankars. First I repeated it in one swar at each, on each step. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. Every beat, what we have to register is every beat has one on and one off. Tap, 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 on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. That on, off is going on. So with each on, there should be one swar. With each off, there should be another swar. So when we are playing in two gun, sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa, 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 sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. Keep on practicing. After a while, it will so happen that when you pick your flute, you will start playing in the same beat. Metronome or Gopal ji se ek thoda sa I would like some feedback from him also. I started with metronome, but what I observed was when I am playing chubun, when I am playing at the double speed, 1 minute play कर रहे हैं, 2 minutes play कर रहे हैं, I tend to skip the beats. डबल प्ले जब कर रहे हैं तो लंबा प्ले में थोड़ा योर बीट्स आर स्किप्ड. व्हाट हैपेंस इनिशियली इट्स ओके, सारे कम पध निसा, सारे कम पध निसा. In our rags and everything, there is always some beats they extend on some swar they are extending on 2 beats. Some swar are there which are on the particular beat. Some swars are there which are 2 swars in 1 beat. So when you are adjusting to all that, in metronome, you tend to skip the beats. So that's why I shifted to tabla later on. And I found that tabla at the 13, 14, 15, 16 beat, there is always a different sound. Tha, tin, tin, tha, tha. Then 13, 14, 15 is either ta, tin or te, te, tin, tin, tha, whatever it is. So that sound if we pick, so when we are playing, mentally we have to simply observe that 13th beat is always on a particular swar. When that continues for long, so you are playing for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes continuously, then that beat should remain, that particular swar should remain on that 13th note only. So in the end also we can just check. Otherwise, it is very difficult because three things we have to consider.
Okay, now I'll be talking about what are octaves and how to play them on bansuri. Uh, Experts may differ how the octaves are played on bansuri, but this is how I have learned to play the octaves on bansuri. I There are three octaves in music: middle octave, lower octave, and higher octaves. And just to make the novice people understand in their language, it is like how we talk. We talk in three different pitches. Like when we are whispering, that is a low octave. When we normally speak in our normal tone, that is how we speak. And then when we have to shout, to call out somebody, we have to shout. That becomes the high octave. So whispering is low octave. How we speak is the middle octave. And when we shout, we are talking or speaking in high octave. I'm going to demonstrate uh, the high, low, and middle octave on my bansuri. I'm taking this uh, F scale flute. Hopefully, I'll play the middle octave on my F flute. It is like this. Now this is the middle octave, sa re ga ma pa dha ni. Now the next note becomes the higher octave, sa. So when we play that note, we switch from middle to higher octave like this. We cannot further go from the next note after fa in higher octave in bansuri. That is one limitation which I have found. And then the lower octave notes in bansuri are like this. Technically, sani dhapa are the notes which are played on lower octave on bansuri. So these are the three octaves which we can play on bansuri. Like I said, when you normally speak, when you give a normal blow to the bansuri into the bansuri, this that gives you a middle octave notes, and a little sharper or a forceful air into the bansuri gives you the higher octave notes, and and a mellow down air flow into the bansuri gives you the lower octave notes. So these are the three octaves which we can play on bansuri. Now, right, the most awaited or interesting part of this webinar is how to play songs on bansuri. And I have given this slide a title: How do I produce sargam of any song? It is not how a song may be played on any instrument. This is how I have learned to produce sargam of any song on my bansuri. Right. So I'll be demonstrating you how I have learned to produce sargam of any song on my bansuri. Now this song, My Heart Will Go On from Titanic. This was the first song which I played on my bansuri after picking up my flute, and after a week or so, I played that song on my bansuri. So it came just like that. I did not know whether I was playing it right or wrong, but my ears told me that yes, the surs are correct for this song. So I picked up my bansuri and just randomly was playing some notes, and suddenly I thought, oh, ये तो उसके उस गाने जैसा लग रहा है. Let us build more on this that song. So it went like this. This was the first song I played on my bansuri 8 years ago when I picked up my flute. After that, I thought if I can play one song, why can't I play more songs on my flute. Then I started searching Google and other resources, and gradually I picked up. Uh, I would say trick. I would not say this is a technique, but I would say trick because I do not know anything about rag and all. Which rag is that? Which tal is that? Which tempo is that? Nothing. So I just went with the flow and learned to pick up the songs on my bansuri. If any of you can tell me the name of a song, I'll try to play it on my bansuri and tell you how I did it. Any song, if you can suggest?
माना जनाब ने पुकारा नहीं.
माना जनाब ने पुकारा नहीं. Okay. Now to produce this sargam on bansuri, one thing which I have learned is you have to again and again listen to the song before playing. Now this is a very popular song. This is one of my favorite songs. So I have flow of this song rested in my mind. So I don't think it will take me much time to play it on my flute. So माना जनाब ने पुकारा नहीं, how this can be played on flute. I have not played this song earlier ever. Now I am going to play this song for the first time on my flute. Let me see how soon I can pick up the notes on my flute. Did I play it right?
Yes, yes.
Was it okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay, very good. Now, how I did it is like this. Mana Janam Ne Pukara Nahi is a song which is a very popular song. So, my mind knows how the song goes. So, on my bansuri, I did not go for any particular scale. Whatever bansuri was in my hand, I picked it up. Now, Mana, the first note of word Mana, Mana Janab Ne Pukara Nahi, it was on a middle octave, and I had to find that first note from the topmost three holes because I could gauge that this song was not on lower octave or higher octave. It was somewhere in the middle octave, so it had to be somewhere in sa, re, ga, or ma. So first I tried sa. It was not uh, in tal with that actual song. Then I tried with re. It came close, but not that close. Then ga. Now this was the correct note of that Mana Janab Ne Pukarne ka Mana wala song. It takes time, but it is not impossible to do. It takes months and years of practice to train your ears. That your ears will tell you what is the correct sur or note of that particular song. Now, my advice to all the beginners is they should develop the habit of listening to the songs again and again. अभी तो बहुत सारे आपके पास साधन है, उपाय है, लैपटॉप है, आपके पास मोबाइल है, आपका ईयरफोन है आपके पास. तो जितने आप गाने सुनेंगे, as much as you listen to the songs or music, your ear will develop soon and develop fast with that kind of practice. तो किसी भी गाने को बांसुरी पर बजाने के लिए आपको सिर्फ 12 बार ट्राई करना पड़ेगा. Why ऐसे 12 बार? Because बांसुरी produces all the 12 notes. सारे गामा पाधा निसा, रेगा धानी, कोमल, मैन मात्रिप, तीव्र. तो ये 12 नोट्स में कहीं ना कहीं उस गाने का पहला सुर छुपा होगा. या तो वो सा में होगा, या धा में होगा, पा में होगा, नी में होगा, तीव्र मा में होगा, कोमल नी में होगा, कोमल धा में होगा, कहीं भी हो सकता है. वो सिर्फ आपको 12 बार ट्राई करना पड़ सकता है एक गाने को बांसुरी पे बजाने के लिए. ठीक है. माना जनाब ने पुकारा नहीं जो आपने गाना बताया मेरे को, उसको मैंने चौथी ट्राई में उसका पहला सुर मैंने पकड़ लिया। आपको हो सकता है 12 सुर, किसी ने किसी एक सुर को पकड़ने के लिए और फाइंड आउट द करेक्ट नोट ऑन द बांसुरी, you may have to try for 20, 30, 40 times, but ultimately you will definitely get that first note within the 12 notes on the bansuri. So I got the first note of Mana Janam Ne Pukara Nahi on Ga. So it was on my 4th attempt. So this is how I pick up the notes on bansuri. And if I can do it, you can also do it. You just have to be patient enough to hit and try on which hole of the bansuri you are going to get that first note. And if you get the first note of any song, the rest of the song becomes very easy to pull up. Right? Any other song that comes to your mind which I can try again? ऐ मेरे वतन के लोगों. Okay, let me take this song. I'm sorry, अगर तुम साथ हो, शायद मैंने सुना नहीं है, सुना भी है तो मैं उसको रजिस्टर नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, रिकॉल नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. तो ऐ मेरे वतन के लोगों अगर मैं बजाना चाहूँ, हम अगर बजाना चाहें बांसुरी में तो कैसे बजा सकते हैं. और एक बात, वगैरह मैं जो होता है बैक कैलकुलेशन करता हूँ. मैं कोई भी बांसुरी लेके उस गाने को बजा लेता हूँ, जिससे कि मेरी उंगलियों पे मेरी मसल पावर, मेरी मसल मेमोरी बन जाती है कि पहला नोट कौन सा है, दूसरा नोट कौन सा है, पूरा गाना कैसे बजता है. वो एक मसल मेमोरी जब मेरी फ्लूट पे बन जाती है, तो फिर उस गाने का जो एक्चुअल स्केल है, उस स्केल की बांसुरी उठाकर फिर उसको बजाने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं आती है. जो सीखे हुए लोग हैं, जो क्लासिकल सीखते हैं, उनके लिए सबसे जरूरी होता है पहले स्केल डिफाइन करना किसी गाने का. लेकिन मैं बैक कैलकुलेशन करता हूँ. मैं पहले अपना कंफर्ट देखता हूँ, हाउ कंफर्टेबली आई कैन मूव माई फिंगर फॉर ए सॉन्ग ऑन माई फ्लूट, एंड देन after finding the actual scale of the song, I pick up the relevant flute according to that scale. ऐ मेरे वतन के लोगों, मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ, ये मेरी F स्केल की बांसुरी थी. मैं किसी और स्केल की एक बांसुरी उठाता हूँ. ये मेरी G शार्प स्केल है. इस पर मैं अगर बजाता हूँ ऐ मेरे वतन के लोगों, तो वो किस तरह से बज सकता है देखिए. Okay, did I play it well? Okay. अभी क्या था, ऐ मेरे वतन वो आप बजाने की कोशिश करोगे तो इस गाने को बार बार आपको सुनना पड़ेगा. मैं इस गानों को बचपन से सुनता आ रहा हूँ, तो मेरे को पुराने गाने को बजाने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं आती है. नया गाना कोई होता है तो थोड़ी सी दिक्कत आ जाती है, लेकिन पुराने गाने बजाने में मेरे को कोई दिक्कत नहीं आती है. अब इस गाने को मैंने बांसुरी पे कैसे बजाया, हाउ डिड आई मैनेज टू प्ले दिस सॉन्ग ऑन माई बांसुरी. द फर्स्ट नोट दैट लता जी sings, ऐ मेरे वतन के लोगों. Now this was on a high octave. High octave means अगर हाई ऑक्टेव को आपको बजाना है तो या तो उसका नोट पा पे होगा या फिर हाई सा पे होगा. ये दो ऑप्शन थे मेरे पास, लेकिन अगर मेरे से पा से वो नहीं बचता तो मैं डेफिनेटली दूसरा ऑक्टेव सा को लेता. आपको जिन्होंने ये गाना पहले नहीं बजाया, those who have not played this song earlier on, so they may have to try for at least 12 times to find out which was the first note of this song. It could have been sa, it could have been re, it could have been ga, and so on. So the first note of this song in my G sharp flute happens to be pa, high pa. ठीक है. ऐ मेरे, अब ऐ जो है, जो इस गाने का जो पहला शब्द है, ऐ मेरे वतन के लोगों, ऐ इज पा, देन द सेकंड वर्ड इज मेरे. ऐ मेरे वतन के then again this song goes up from the beginning. So आप जिस भी नोट से इसको बजा रहे हैं, जी स्केल में जैसे ये पा से बजा है, किसी और स्केल में शायद ये धा से बजेगा, नी से बजेगा, तो अगला जो नोट है इसका ऊपर वाला नोट होगा. So you have to understand the flow of the song so that you can determine whether the next note is going to be the upper note or the lower note from the note that you have begun. Am I clear? Am I able to make you understand? How do I make the sargam? Anand sahab, are you able to gather it?
Sir, Abhi, now I had a question. When you played this song from Pa, it has to be higher note. How can you go higher from Pa?
हाँ, ये अच्छा सॉरी, माय मिस्टेक.
Higher octave Pa.
हाँ, हायर ऑक्टेव का पाथ है ये. हाँ, तो जो भी हाँ, यस मिडल ऑक्टेव या हायर ऑक्टेव पा का अगला जो नोट है वो मिडल अगर पा बजा रहा है तो हायर ऑक्टेव का पा बजेगा, फिर धा और नी से आएगा ये गाना. एंड मेरे इस प प प धा धा नी कैसे आएगा? नी यहाँ पे कोमल लग रहा है, अगर नी मैं इसको शुद्ध लगाऊंगा तो गाना बिगड़ जाएगा, बेसुरा हो जाएगा.
नहीं, I am still confused. We are starting with higher octave Pa.
हाँ,
We are starting with higher octave Pa.
जी.
उसके बाद we have to still go higher. How can we go higher?
हाँ, वो धा भी बजेगा, धा भी आपको थोड़ा सा.
Starting with middle octave Pa.
Sir, you started with middle octave only, not higher octave.
I think I made I apologize.
Yeah, so
it was
that
middle octave.
middle octave. Yeah.
Higher part. Yeah. It was middle octave.
Then okay.
कई गाने होते हैं जो आपको हायर ऑक्टेव से ही शुरू करने पड़ते हैं, वो थोड़े और भी ऊंचे जाते हैं. जैसे सोनू निगम के कुछ गाने हैं, ए.आर. रहमान के कुछ गाने हैं, वो लोग हमेशा ऊपर के स्केल में रहते हैं. नुसरत फतेह अली खान के जो जितने भी गाने हैं, कवाली हैं, वो सब हायर ऑक्टेव पे चलती है. तो इसलिए आपको पहले डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा कि अपने उस गाने को अपने दिमाग में रिकॉल करना पड़ेगा. पहले बार बार सुनिए उस गाने को. यू हैव टू लिसन टू द सॉन्ग ओवर एंड ओवर अगेन. माय सजेशन टू ऑल द न्यू flute players who want to play songs on flute is going to be the same. You listen to the song over and over again. 4 बार, 5 बार, 10 बार उस गाने को सुनो, so that the tune of the song gets registered in your mind. So it will be easier for you to make out or to make a hit or trial for a fewer times than 12. जैसे मैंने बताया था कि you have to try at least 12 times in your bansuri to find out the first note of a song. अगर आपको पहला नोट मिल जाता है, if you find that first note on your bansuri, then it becomes easier for you to find out the next note and the entire song later on. Okay, now let me take one more song. Utkarsh has said, मेरे वतन तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी. Aditya has suggested तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी. How I would play this song, तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी हैरा हूँ मैं. Let me play. Let me take another flute. Why I am changing my flute is to establish my point that don't go for the actual scale of the song in the beginning. Just develop your muscle power, your finger muscle power on your flute, so that you become comfortable in playing that song on your flute, and later on you can decide the actual scale of the song and pick up the actual bansuri of that scale and play that song. Right? And Tusse Naraz Nahi Zindagi, I don't know what is the actual scale of this song. I am trying to play this song on my F sharp bass flute. Let me see how we can play this song. अब देखिए, जैसे मैंने इसको सा से शुरू किया तो मेरे को अगली लाइन में आने पे दिक्कत आई. जैसे अब मैं और नीचे नहीं जा पा रहा हूँ इससे। तो डेफिनेटली ये पहला नोट नहीं है इस गाने का। सा इज नॉट द फर्स्ट नोट ऑन दिस फ्लूट। अब दूसरा नोट ट्राई करते हैं, रेस से शुरू करते हैं। Someone has come close to this, close to this.
प्रशांत जी, प्रशांत जी,
हाँ हाँ
प्रशांत जी,
जी।
अगर आपको फ्लूट दिखेगा तो अच्छा रहेगा। खाली आपका फेस दिख रहा है, फ्लूट दिखेगा तो और भी अच्छा
फ्लूट नहीं
रहेगा।
दिख रहा है? ओह, आई एम
नहीं
सो
दिख
सॉरी।
रहा है।
तो मैं जैसे बताया मैंने, ये गाना सा पे उतना ठीक नहीं बजा। ठीक इन द सेंस हमें पा के बाद जो नीचे का नोट हमें लगना था वो नहीं, हमारे पास ऑप्शन नहीं था। ठीक है ना? तो फिर मैंने इसको रे से ट्राई किया। तो रे में हमें जो इस गाने का लास्ट नोट है, लास्ट लोएस्ट नोट है, वो हमें मिल गया लो पा पे। जैसे so this is the technique that I follow to produce sargam or produce songs on my flute.
Prashant,
Yes.
now you played 3 songs and for each one you picked up a different flute. How did you decide
Right.
which flute to pick up?
That is the ear training that I have got myself into. एक गाने का जो मूड है उसको डिफाइन करना बहुत जरूरी होता है। एक गाना खुशी का मूड में है या उसको उसमें गम है, तो मेरा जो थंब रूल है, अगर इफ इट इज अ हैप्पी सॉन्ग इट हैज टू बी ऑन अ स्मॉलर फ्लूट, एंड इफ इट इज अ सैड सॉन्ग इट हैज टू बी ऑन अ बिगर फ्लूट और अ बेस फ्लूट। So this is how I decide which flute to pick up. Right. अगर कोई पेपी नंबर आप मेरे को सजेस्ट कर पाए तो मैं आपको छोटी बांसुरी में बजा के दिखाना चाहता हूँ उसको। Anybody can suggest some peppy song?
प्रशांत जी, प्रशांत जी,
Yes, yes.
ये नोट्स तो आप आइडेंटिफाई कर आपने बता दिया, थैंक यू फॉर दैट। बट कहीं पे ग्लाइडिंग है या कोई हाफ नोट्स?
Okay, okay. ये भी मैं बताना चाहूंगा नीलेश जी, ये सब जो है आपको आपका कान आपको बताता है ये नोट सही लगाया है नहीं लगाया। अगर आपका धा कोमल की जगह शुद्ध लग गया तो भी आपके कान को खटकेगा। तो दिस टेक्स years of practice. आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट आई हैव बिकम एन एक्सपर्ट, बट मुझे इतना है कि अगर कोई बेसुरा गाता है या कोई गाने का जो करेक्ट रिदम या नोट पे नहीं गाता है तो मेरे को बहुत खटकता है कान पे। तो उससे मैं जब मैं खुद बजाता हूँ और मेरे को वो चीज सही नहीं लगती है तो मैं हिट एंड ट्रायल करता हूँ। वो कोमल धा नहीं शुद्ध धा लगेगा या कोमल नहीं लगेगा, वो मेरा कान मेरे को बताता है। माई ear tells me whether this note is correct or not. So you have to develop your ears by listening to the music over and over again and again. This is how I identify the songs on my flute. Right. Any other song which you can suggest me so that I can play on my bansuri?
हैप्पी सॉन्ग इज देयर ना, हम भी अगर बच्चे होते नाम हमारा होता अटलू बटलू।
अच्छा, ओके। हम भी अगर बच्चे होते, हम भी अगर बच्चे होते नाम हमारा। इसमें कोमल धा और कोमल गा का प्रयोग होता है। अगर मैं इसको अपनी सी शार्प स्केल पे नी से शुरू करता हूँ इस गाने को. तो दिस इज हाउ आई आइडेंटिफाई द सॉन्ग. और ये बहुत मुश्किल नहीं है, थोड़ा सा बस प्रैक्टिस करने की जरूरत है आपको. मैं और मेरी हमेशा से ये दरखास्त रहती है लोगों से. आई ऑलवेज रिक्वेस्ट पीपल हु आस्क मी फॉर द नोटेशंस ऑफ द सॉन्ग. आई रिक्वेस्ट देम टू ट्राई इट फॉर देमसेल्फ फर्स्ट. अगर वो थोड़ा सा ट्राई करेंगे तो डेफिनेटली वो किसी भी गाने को अपनी बांसुरी में बजाने में कामयाब हो जाएंगे. इसीलिए मैं डिस्करेज करता हूँ लोगों को कि नोट्स देखकर या नोट्स रिक्वेस्ट कर किसी गाने को बजाएं. मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप लोग इस वेबिनार में मैं जो सिखा रहा हूँ या जो मैं बता रहा हूँ अपने एक्सपीरियंस से, अगर उसको आप फॉलो करेंगे तो कोई वजह नहीं है कि आप कोई भी गाना अपनी बांसुरी पर ना बजा पाए.
Prashant, how will you classify Jana Gana Mana? Sad song or a peppy song?
Jana Gana Man is a happy song, sir.
Uh-huh.
It is a happy song and it should be played on
Smaller flute.
smaller flutes.
You can say
It sounds equally good on the bass flute also, but actual mood of the song is happy.
Right. Correct.
Sir, can we use
Yes.
means in
Please,
the
Aditya. Aditya, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Sir, can we use some means in the peppy song, happy song or something?
Meaned in the peppy song. Meaned, you're talking about meaned?
Yes, sir. Mean.
Meaned. If the requirement is there in the song to play meaned, whether it is a peppy song or a sad song, then we must apply the meaned in the song. For those who are unaware of what meaned is like the gliding of a note from one to another. That is slowly transferring from one note to another is called meaned. Like
We can't see the flute.
हाँ?
Prashant, we can't, flute दिखता नहीं है. जरा आप पीछे जाएंगे.
अब ठीक है? अब ठीक है?
हाँ अभी
अब ठीक है?
हाँ.
Okay, sorry. There is one song suggested by Jules. Jules is whom? Anil sir. Anil sir has suggested this song. कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए. Let me play this song. This was the song requested by Anil sir. So I think this is मोटा मोटा जो मैं अब तक सीख पाया हूँ या अपने आप से हिट एंड ट्रायल करके समझ पाया हूँ. दिस इज हाउ आई प्रोड्यूस सॉन्ग्स ऑन माई बांसुरी. और हाँ, एक बात और, किसी भी गाने को बजाते हुए अगर आपको लग रहा है कि ऊपर के तीन में से किसी भी सेट पे सारे गामा से वो गाना सही बज रहा है लेकिन उस पर नीचे आने में दिक्कत हो रही है, तो सपोज वो गाना अगर आपने रे से बजाया है, ऊपर का पहला जो होल है उसको आपने छोड़ा है, तो ट्राई कीजिए उसको धा से बजाने से, नीचे का पहला होल छोड़ के बजाइए उसको, तो शायद वो गाना फिट बैठ जाए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बड़े अच्छे लगते हैं ये जो सॉन्ग है अमित कुमार का, ये मैं आपको दोनों तरह से बजा के सुनाता हूँ. अब ये पहला जो नोट है लोअर ऑक्टेव पे धा पे नी पे बहुत अच्छा बज रहा है, धा पे धानी, लेकिन वो मैं नीचे नहीं आ पा रहा हूँ। तो अगर मैं पहला ये जो होल है नीचे का, इसको मैं शिफ्ट करके पहला जो ऊपर का होल है उसको छोड़ के बजाऊं तो शायद ये गाना बज जाए। लेट मी सी। दिस इज अनदर टेक्निक और ट्रिक, टेक्निक नहीं बोलूंगा मैं उस काबिल नहीं हूँ जो मैं आपको टेक्निक सिखा पाऊँ। दिस इज अ ट्रिक दैट अगर कोई गाना आपका जो पहला नोट है आपको आपके कानों को लग रहा है ये ठीक है, लेकिन अगला जो लाइन है या अगले जो नोट है वो आपसे नहीं बज पा रहे हैं, तो आप उंगलियों को शिफ्ट करने की कोशिश कीजिए। जैसे कि मुझे धा पे वो गाना अच्छा लग रहा था उसका पहला नोट, लेकिन मैं नीचे नहीं जा पा रहा था, पास से और नीचे नहीं जा पा रहा था, इसलिए मैंने उंगलियों को शिफ्ट किया। तो ऊपर का जो पार्ट है बांसुरी का, नीचे का पार्ट, ऊपर का पार्ट ये वाला 3 छेद, नीचे का पार्ट ये 3 छेद। तो नीचे के पार्ट में अगर मैं जो लोएस्ट होल है उसको मैं छोड़ के अगर धा बजा रहा था तो पहला नोट ठीक लग रहा था, लेकिन बाकी नोट सही नहीं लग रहे थे। तो मैंने ऊपर के पार्ट पे पहला नोट पहला जो होल है उसको छोड़ा और बाकी रे से उस गाने को बजाने की कोशिश की तो वो गाना बच गया। तो दिस इज अनदर ट्रिक हाउ यू कैन फाइंड सॉन्ग्स ऑन योर फ्लूट। Aditya, you have any questions or you want to suggest something?
So I generally use the gamak technique in most of my songs, like the Titanic song and the Wild Karnataka documentary song. So, sir, is it good to use that, or it is not? It is bad.
See, not every song must be played on gamak or mean. It is the requirement of the song that you have to decide. हर चीज हर गाने पे हर बांसुरी पे अच्छी नहीं लगती है। जैसे जन गण मन है, अगर हम इसको बहुत ज्यादा गमक लगा के हम गाएंगे तो ये अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, बहुत ज्यादा मीन लगा के इसको गाएंगे तो अच्छा नहीं लगेगा। सिंपल सा, जितना सिंपल आप गा सकते हो उतना अच्छा लगेगा। बट सिमिलरली एक जो गाना है आपका राशिद साहब का, आओगे जब तुम हो साजना, नाउ दिस सॉन्ग हैज सो मेनी मीन्स टू बी प्लेड ऑन दिस सॉन्ग। अगर हम उसको मीन से नहीं प्ले करते हैं तो वो गाना अच्छा नहीं लगता है सुनने में। आओगे जब तुम हो साजना फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इसको मीन से ही हमें लेना पड़ता है। जो आ वो हो गए, ये जो ट्रांजिशन है फ्रॉम आ से गो तक, इसको हमें मीन से ही लेना पड़ेगा। हम प्लेन बजाएंगे तो ये अच्छा नहीं लगेगा। जैसे ये हमने अगर मीन से नहीं लाया तो ठीक नहीं लगेगा। अगर हम इसको मीन से लेते हैं, so it all depends on the requirement of the song whether you have to play mean or gamak as per the requirement of the song. Not every song will sound good on mean, and not every song will sound good on gamak. So it is the requirement of the song, right? अगर आपने मीन और गमक सीखा है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है। इससे गाने का जो आपकी जो बांसुरी प्लेइंग है बहुत सूदिंग लगती है, अच्छी लगती है। लेकिन व्हेन यू अप्लाई दैट थिंग into playing bansuri or into producing a song on bansuri, that not always work every time.
Okay, sir. So, how do we decide in which song should we play the gamak or in the mind, or which will look nice?
वो आपको गाना वो बता देगा आपको कि आपको उसमें मींड लगाना है या नहीं लगाना। जैसे मैं भी आपको एग्जांपल दिया, आओगे जब तुम हो साजना, इट हैज लॉट ऑफ मीन्स इन द सॉन्ग टू बी प्लेड। अगर हम इसको मींड पे नहीं बजाएंगे तो गाना अच्छा नहीं लगेगा। Similarly, for a song like हम भी अगर बच्चे होते, जो अभी किसी ने सजेस्ट किया था, अगर हम इसमें मींड लगाएंगे तो ये गाना अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, गमक लगाएंगे तो भी अच्छा नहीं लगेगा। इसको हमने सीधा सीधा ही प्ले करना पड़ेगा।
Okay, sir.
Right. So this is how you can produce songs on your bansuri. Any other questions on this topic?
Hello, sir. I want to ask one question.
Yes, Nishant.
Does the starting note of a song changes according to the scale of a flute, or does it remain the same?
It will change. It will definitely change with the scale of the flute. अगर इसमें दो दो चीजें हैं. एक तो अगर उस गाने का पहला नोट मान लीजिए इस एफ शार्प के फ्लूट पर सा है और आप उसको जी पर बजा रहे हैं, वो भी सा से, तो मे बी वो दोनों सुनने में ठीक ठाक लगेगा. लेकिन जब आप उसको विद म्यूजिक जो आपके बाकी के म्यूजिक अकम्पेनिस्ट है उनके साथ बजाएंगे, अगर वो एक पर्टिकुलर स्केल पे आपको नहीं बजेगा तो वो बुरा लगेगा. बांसुरी की खासियत ये है, the beauty of bansuri is you can play all the scales in the bansuri. Suppose the song which you have played on your F sharp scale on sa, but the actual scale is G. So you can definitely try and shift your finger from sa to re and play the entire song on the same flute. Or the next option is you have to pick up the next scale of flute and place and play the song with the same finger positioning. Am I clear? Did I answer your question, Nishant?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. And one more thing, I'll come back to my slides. I'll tell you how I further do what I do. There are many songs which has sargam in them. Many Hindi songs which have sargam in them. For example, Piya Bawri. I'll just play this song for you. Now listen to this song. Song which has सरगम as a clue in it. तो अगर आपको इस तरह का कोई गाना मिलता है जिसमें ऑलरेडी सरगम है, तो आपको ज्यादा मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ती है उस गाने को अपनी बांसुरी में बजाने में. क्योंकि जैसे इस गाने में नि सा ग म नि धा पा, वो चाहे आप जी स्केल पे बजाएं, एफ स्केल पे बजाएं, ए स्केल पे बजाएं, वो आपको नि सा ग म नि धा पा बजाना ही पड़ेगा, isn't it? So जब वो आप उस गाने को डिफरेंट फ्लूट्स पर बजा रहे हैं, उसके नोटेशंस चेंज नहीं हो रहे हैं. आपको जी स्केल पे भी नी से ही शुरू करना पड़ेगा, एफ स्केल पे भी नी से ही शुरू करना पड़ेगा, ए पे भी उसको नी से ही शुरू करना पड़ेगा. एक्चुअल स्केल जो गाने का है वो आप लेटर ऑन डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कौन सा है, और अकॉर्डिंगली आप उस स्केल की बांसुरी आप उठा सकते हैं. सिमिलरली एक गाना और है, गाना है जब दीप जले आना जब शाम ढले जाना, ये जो राग यमन पे जो गाना है यशोदास जी का, इसमें भी, इस गाने में भी एक सरगम आता है जो आपको एक क्लू दे देता है कि इस गाने को बांसुरी पे आप कौन से नोट से बजा सकते हैं. जैसे इसका क्लू आता है उस सेकंड अंतरा पे शायद, जहाँ पे वो सरगम आती है नी रे गा म प म ध प नी, इस तरह से जो आपका एक सरगम आती है इस गाने में, वो आपको एक क्लू दे देती है कि ये गाना आपको बांसुरी पर कौन कौन से इसके सुर लगाने हैं. और अगर आपको पता है इस गाने का राग यमन है तो इसको नी से ही शुरू होना है, मतलब इसका जो चलन है नी रे गा मा पा नी सा. ठीक है, इसलिए मैं सजेस्ट करूंगा जो बांसुरी अभी जिन्होंने सीख रहा, जो शुरू किया है सीखना और अपने गानों को बजाना चाहते हैं बांसुरी पर, तो वो इस तरह के गाने लें जिसमें ऑलरेडी सरगम है उस गाने में. ठीक है, इससे क्या होगा कि आपका थोड़ा सा कॉन्फिडेंस भी बिल्ड होगा और गाना भी वो ठीक ठाक बजेगा बांसुरी पे. आपको इधर उधर भटकने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी उसके नोट्स के लिए, क्योंकि उसमें सरगम ऑलरेडी डिफाइन की हुई है. अब ये जो एक गाना मैं सुनाने वाला था लेकिन वीडियो चला नहीं, वो था अभी एक ये नई मूवी है वजीर, अमिताभ बच्चन और उसके अख्तर की, जिसमें ये गाना है तेरे बिन तेरे बिन तेरे बिन तेरे बिन. इसमें जो अंतरा से पहले एक सरगम आती है प प प प प प प प ग म प सा नी सा नी सा नी, इसमें भी आपको सरगम का एक क्लू मिल जाता है कि इस गाने में ये सरगम इंक्लूड होनी ही होनी है, राइट। सो दैट सॉन्ग वाज लाइक दिस, जो सरगम है उसकी। ठीक है, तो इस तरह के गाने जिसमें ऑलरेडी सरगम है, उस तरह के गानों को आप अपनी बांसुरी पर अगर बजाने की कोशिश करते हैं तो आपसे गाने वो बज जाएंगे और आपका थोड़ा सा कॉन्फिडेंस भी बिल्ड होगा कि यस, मैं बांसुरी पर गाने बजा सकता हूँ। अब बात करते हैं उन गानों की जिनमें सरगम नहीं है, जो जनरली 80% गाने होते हैं जिनमें सरगम नहीं होती है, 80 या 90% गाने होते हैं जिनमें सरगम का कोई क्लू नहीं होता है। उन गानों को हम कैसे बजा सकते हैं बांसुरी पर? तो दैट विल बी लाइक दिस। अब जिन गानों में सरगम नहीं है उन गानों को मैं जैसे बजाता हूँ या मैं औरों को सजेस्ट करता हूँ कैसे वो उन गानों को आप प्ले कर सकते हो अपनी बांसुरी पर, इज लाइक लिसन टू द सॉन्ग ओवर एंड ओवर अगेन, हम अलोंग द सॉन्ग। आपने एक गाने को सुन लिया, उस गाने को आप हमिंग कीजिए, उस गाने को मन में दोहराइए, उसको गुनगुनाइए जितना हो सके। फिर उस गाने को आप, जो गाना बैकग्राउंड में चल रहा है, उसको बंद कर दीजिए, हमिंग आप चालू रखिए उस गाने की। एंड फिफ्थ स्टेप, कीप हमिंग, डिटरमाइन द ऑक्टेव, क्या वो नीचे ऑक्टेव का सॉन्ग है या उसका जो मूड है उस गाने का वो नीचे से ऊपर जा रहा है या ऊपर से नीचे आ रहा है, वो आपको थोड़ा डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा। आपके कान आपको बता देंगे वेदर द सॉन्ग इज गोइंग अपवर्ड्स और इट इज गोइंग डाउनवर्ड्स। एंड देन पिक अप योर फ्लूट and try to produce the first note of the song, right? So this is the way that I follow to produce songs on my bansuri. Listen to the song over and over again, उसको हम कीजिए, उसको गुनगुनाइए, फिर उस गाने को रोक दीजिए, अपना हमिंग चालू रखिए। हमिंग से क्या होता है कि आपके दिमाग में जो है उस गाने का जो एक पैटर्न है, एक रिदम है, वो सेट हो जाता है। फिर आप जब अपनी फ्लूट उठाते हैं, पकड़ते हैं और जो पहला नोट बजाते हैं, वो आपका दिमाग आपको बता देता है कि ये नोट सही है या नहीं है, इस नोट से ऊपर वाला नोट लगना है या इस नोट से नीचे वाला नोट लगना है, जिससे कि ये गाना बिल्कुल अच्छे से बजे या ठीक ठाक से बजे। ठीक है, दिस इज हाउ आई डू इट। इफ यू फॉलो दिस स्टेप, आई एम श्योर यू विल ऑल्सो बी एबल टू डू दिस। सो लेट्स मूव ऑन आवर नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। क्वेश्चन आता है, हाउ सून शुड यू स्टार्ट प्लेइंग सॉन्ग्स ऑन बांसुरी? अगर मैं अपनी बात करूं, मैंने तो बांसुरी उठाने के 1 हफ्ते के बाद ही टाइटैनिक वाला सॉन्ग बजा लिया था। बट आइडियल यही रहता है कि आप सबसे पहले अपने सुरों को पक्का कीजिए बांसुरी पर। सारे गामा पाधा निसा अगर आपने पक्का कर लिया, जो पक्का करने में सालों लग जाते हैं, जो सीखे हुए लोग हैं, जो क्लासिकल सीखते हैं, अभी भी वो डेली सारे गामा पाधा निसा ही प्रैक्टिस करते हैं। तो सारे गामा पाधा निसा प्रैक्टिस करने का कोई अंत नहीं है। लेकिन कब आपको सबसे पहला सॉन्ग बांसुरी पर बजाना है, उससे पहले आपको अपने सुर पक्के करने पड़ेंगे। 12 के 12 जो सुर लगते हैं बांसुरी पर, सारे गामा पाधा निसा, रेगा, धानी, कोमल और मा, तीव्र, इन सुरों को आपको इतने अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस करना है कि आपका जो उंगलियों का मसल मेमोरी है और आपका ब्रेन मेमोरी दोनों इन कोऑर्डिनेशन आ जाए और आपकी ईयर उन सुरों को पहचान पाए कि कौन सा सा है, कौन सा रे है, कौन सा गा है, कौन सा नी है, एंड सो ऑन। तो कोई भी गाना प्ले करने से पहले आपको अपने सुर पक्के करने पड़ेंगे। और जो लोग जल्दबाजी में रहते हैं कि बांसुरी पकड़ी, हफ्ता भर सारे गाना बजाया और शुरू कर दिया गाना बजाना, गाना उनसे बच गया तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, लेकिन वो प्रैक्टिस गलत है। आपको अपने सुरों को सबसे पहले पक्का करना पड़ेगा। सारे गामा पाधा निसा, ये बस 12 सुर ही है, इसमें सारा का सारा संगीत समाया हुआ है। दुनिया जहान का संगीत इन्हीं 12 सुर में ही है। इन 12 सुरों को आप पक्का कीजिए, जल्दबाजी मत कीजिए। कम से कम 2 से 3 महीने आप सिर्फ अलंकार प्रैक्टिस कीजिए, सारेगामा पधानिसा प्रैक्टिस कीजिए, डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ अलंकार प्रैक्टिस कीजिए, अपनी फिंगर की मसल पावर, अपनी मसल मेमोरी डेवलप कीजिए। उसके बाद आपको गाना बजाने में दिक्कत नहीं आने वाली है, गाने खुद से अपने आप से ही बजने लगेंगे आपसे, ठीक है। So this is my suggestion. How soon should you start playing songs on Bansuri? Any question on this? Okay, let me move on to the next slide. How to play clean notes on Bansuri? So this clean note बजाने के लिए कई चीजें आपको ध्यान में रखनी पड़ती है। आपकी सबसे पहले तो आपकी बांसुरी खुद ट्यून में होनी चाहिए, फिर आपका हेड पोजीशन, आपका लिप पोजीशन विद द ब्लोइंग होल और आपका बैलेंस ऑफ द बांसुरी। ये 3-4 चीजें आपकी सही रहनी चाहिए, तब जाके आपका क्लीन नोट आपका बांसुरी पर निकलता है। फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर मैं इस तरह से कोई नोट बजाने की कोशिश करता हूँ तो इसमें ना मेरी बांसुरी बैलेंस में है, ना मेरा हेड पोजीशन ठीक है, ना मेरा लिप इस अम्बशर होल पे ठीक है। इसलिए मेरे को बहुत सी हिसिंग साउंड सुनाई दे रही है सिर्फ सा बजाने में। अब मेरा लिप पोजीशन भी ठीक नहीं है। अगर मैं इन चीजों को ठीक कर लेता हूँ तो किस तरह से क्लीन नोट निकल सकता है बांसुरी में, वो है हेड आपको स्ट्रेट रहेगा पैरेलल टू द होल ऑफ द बांसुरी। बैलेंस ऑफ द बांसुरी बहुत हल्के से पकड़िए, लेकिन बैलेंस आपका होना चाहिए कि बांसुरी इनएडवर्टेंटली मूव ना हो या टिल्ट ना हो। तो एक बात बैलेंस हो गया, एक हेड पोजीशन हो गया, आपका लिप पोजीशन ऑन द ब्लोइंग होल। तो ये क्लीन नोट निकालने के लिए ये सब चीजें बहुत जरूरी होती है, जिससे कि आप कोई हिसिंग साउंड ना सुन पाए। तो दिस इज अगेन डिपेंड्स ऑन द प्रैक्टिस एंड प्रैक्टिस, बट ये 3-4 चीजें भी आपको ध्यान में रखनी पड़ेगी। हेड पोजीशन, लिप synchronization with the blowing hole and the balance of the bansuri. Okay, so this is the question that came and I tried to answer it. Sixth, how to play the high pancham. So high pa is the most trickiest of the notes to play in बांसुरी। आपके बाकी सारे नोट्स बज जाते हैं, ये हाई पा बजाने में आपको आपके पसीने छूट जाते हैं। लेकिन अगर एक छोटी सी ट्रिक हम इस्तेमाल करें जो मैं अभी आपको बताने वाला हूँ, तो हाई पा बजाने भी उतना मुश्किल नहीं है जितना ये लगता है। फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर हम लो पा से एक सरगम शुरू कर रहे हैं, ये भी मिडिल ऑक्टेव का ही पा बजा है, हाई ऑक्टेव का पा नहीं बजा है। हाई ऑक्टेव का पा बजाने के लिए 2-3 बातें आपको ध्यान में रखनी पड़ेगी। एक तो ये जो ब्लोइंग होल है, ब्लोइंग होल को आपके लिप को कवर करना पड़ेगा मोर देन हाफ, जिससे कि जो एयर का जो फोर्स है, एयर का जो प्रेशर है, एक बहुत ही नैरो गैप से अंदर जाए, जिससे कि एक तीखी आवाज आपको निकालने में आसानी हो। उसके लिए आपको सिर्फ अपने जो लिप को है बांसुरी के होल पर थोड़ा सा कवर करना पड़ेगा, या तो बांसुरी को थोड़ा सा मिलीमीटर के हिसाब से टिल्ट करके अपने लिप पे लाना पड़ेगा। फिर आपका ये हाई पा बजाने में दिक्कत नहीं आएगी। और तीसरी बात, हाई पा बजाने का एक और तरीका है, ये 2 बातें तो हैं, होल को कवर करना, बांसुरी को टिल्ट करना, और पहला जो आपका फिंगर है जिससे आपका माँ कवर होता है, उसको आपको खोलना पड़ेगा, जिससे कि आपका क्लीन हाई पा आप बजा पाए। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ये क्लीन हाई पा आप बजा सकते हैं बिना अपने फोर्स को चेंज किए। सिर्फ आपको अपनी बांसुरी को टिल्ट करना है, होठों से इस कवर होल को आधे से ज्यादा कवर करना है, और ये उंगली आपको उठानी है। ठीक है, कोई ट्राई करना चाहेगा तो ट्राई करके देख सकता है। ये बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल नहीं है जितना दिखता है, लेकिन जो नहीं बजा पाता है उनके लिए ये इट इज अ हरक्यूलियन टास्क। थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस आपको जरूर लगेगा अगर आप पहली बार ही बजा रहे हैं। मे बी 20-25 ट्राई के बाद आप इस हाई पा को बजाने में सफल हो जाएंगे। यू विल बी एबल टू प्ले दिस। So 3 things: you have to cover the blowing hole more than half with your lip. You may have to tilt your flute towards your lips, and you have to lift your first finger on the first hole from the blowing hole. Okay, so this is how you're going to play the high pa, like this. Okay, any questions?
Prashant,
Yes,
if you
yes.
permit, I'll add something.
Please.
See, high pa when we are playing,
जी,
normally जैसा आपने कहा, it is. I think I am visible. Yeah. See, जैसा
जी,
आपने कहा कि you lift this finger up. We do lift
yes.
this finger up for higher pa. बहुत easy है, because actually जैसे आपको songs बजाने easy पड़े, वैसे मेरे को higher pa बजाना बहुत easy पड़ा. I never found any difficulty in that. So the thing is, if you are able to produce that sound, higher pa ka sound, even for middle octave pa, you can lift the finger. So there is no need. Even if I put the finger or lift the finger, it doesn't make any difference. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है. But higher pa when we are playing, and if you are not able to produce that exact sound, I'll tell you how it can be done. जैसा आपने कहा कि you tilt the flute inside slight 1-2-3 डिग्री अंदर tilt कीजिए. That is one thing. Still, if you are unable to produce, this is for beginners. If you are unable to produce, you start with ma, you start with ga, or you start with re, higher octave re, then move to pa. It would be easier. I'll just show you. This is higher sa. I want to play higher pa. Maybe I'm not able to play immediately. I'll just try. Okay, I'll show from re.
Just go.
Re is easier. Higher octave re is easier. Then slowly move towards pa. Once you're able to play pa,
Nice.
for practicing आपका pa बिल्कुल सही निकले, उसके लिए एक छोटा सा है ग म प प म ग. ये हायर ऑक्टेव का कंटिन्यूस यदि प्रैक्टिस करेंगे हम एटलीस्ट 5 मिनट्स ईच डे.
जी, बिल्कुल.
कंटिन्यूस प्रैक्टिस.
Nice.
देन
Very nice.
फर्स्ट साउंड में आफ्टर वीक लॉन्ग प्रैक्टिस फर्स्ट साउंड में परफेक्ट बजेगा. दिस इज
Yes.
गारंटेड.
Correct. Thank you so much, Anand ji. It was a good tip. How to determine the scale of a song? This is another area where new learners of flute find it very difficult to determine what scale of a song they are going to play, or how to define a particular scale of a song. What I have noticed, or what I have experienced, or how I determine a scale of a song is uh, the note on which the antara of a song ends. 9 out of 10 times, that is the scale of a song. Getting my point? Pick up any song, play it, hum it, sing the antara, not the mukhla, but the antra of the song. And when you end the antra on certain note, 9 out of 10 times that is going to be the scale of a song. For example, तुम जो कह दो तो आज की रात चांद डूबेगा नहीं, रात को रोक लो, रात की बात है और जिंदगी बाकी तो नहीं। ये जो नी खत्म हुआ, नी, यहीं से आपका गाना शुरू होता है, जो आपका मुखड़ा आता है, तेरे बिना जिंदगी से कोई। तो माई स्टाइल ऑफ आइडेंटिफाइंग स्केल इज लाइक दिस। और मैं उस स्केल को डिफाइन कैसे करता हूँ कि वो सी है, जी है, एफ है। तो बहुत ही एक चालू सा तरीका है मेरा। मैं अपने जो ऐप है मेरा, उस पर मैं गाने की कोशिश करता हूँ, और अंतरा मेरा जहाँ पे खत्म होता है उस स्केल को मैं मान के चलता हूँ कि ये गाना उस स्केल का है। आई मे बी रॉन्ग, बिकॉज ये कोई साइंटिफिक तरीका नहीं है, टेक्निकल तरीका नहीं है। दिस इज जस्ट अ ट्रिक दैट आई यूज, एंड बिलीव मी, 9 out of 10 times I am able to produce the scale, correct scale of the song. There are a couple of more, and which I think Gopal is going to take over from here. Now, Gopal, there are a couple of slides which I am quickly running through. These are the questions that I think you must be taking up, because they are all technical ones. Which is the best time to practice? Then what to practice and how to practice? Then which brand of bansuri should I buy? Someone asked me. And how do I know if I am practicing correctly? And last but not the least, I think, how to ensure if you are progressing in the right way. So next 4 questions are technical ones, so I would request Gopal to intervene and take these questions up.
All
Gopal,
right.
your turn.
Sure. So the thing that Prashant said in the earlier, जो प का मुश्किल पड़ता है, I request everybody to change the language from difficult and easy to everything is a challenge in the beginning. It is just a challenge. And what Prashant can do now after 6 years of practice, he does it so comfortably. आपने देखा होगा when he playing a song, वो आंख बंद करके बजा रहा है. Now that is not because he was born with it. He is now playing naturally. And that is because of hours and hours and hours of practice. So what is in flute very difficult in the beginning? The joint of ma and pa, ka high octave pa. Lot of things can be very difficult. Komal swars. So I request that all of you don't think of it as difficult, but think of it as a challenge in the beginning. And in flute, anything you can learn only through practice. And that's actually for every instrument. Hari Prasad ji says the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is practice. So what to practice, I'll talk first, then I'll tell you when to practice. What to practice is whatever you find challenging, practice that over and over and over again. Exactly like Anand ji said. Per sound is not coming well, 1 week he practiced, now 1 week later it is comfortable. Ma pa ka joint is difficult in the beginning, no problem. Keep practicing it. So Ashwin Srinivasan says, what you have to practice is what you can think of and your fingers are not following, then that is what you have to practice more and more. So if your mind is thinking of, let's say, koi bhi gana bajana hai, but your finger is not following your mind, practice it over and over again. So that is the answer to question called what to practice. So why classical music mein kya karte hain? Un log alankars, they keep practicing over and over again. Why alankars? So many alankars they keep doing over and over again. Alankars, 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 alankars. Why? Because in a rag, which is the song is just for 2 minutes, you can play that song bandish in 2 minutes or 3 minutes. But flutists, classical flutists will play for 1 hour and with no repetition. Why? Because they keep doing improvisations. In Indian music, classical music, it's all improvisations. For improvisations, you need thousands of alankars ka practice. So many different mood के हिसाब से you can create improvisations. So same way, whatever you practice, your fingers will do it easily. And what your fingers will do easily, you can see how Prashant played. It looks natural. आंख बंद करके, you know, just stunning actually. You gave him a song. Some people gave him a song, and he was just able to close his eyes and play it. Now, why he could play it? Because that song he has heard over and over and over and over again, and he has spent hours and hours practicing, finding out ye note, ye gana ka word is matching which note. He is not a genius. I am not a genius. We are not born with any special talent. We are all novices. But what we can learn from that is, जो भी आप practice करोगे. So my point is, do not get disheartened with anything on the flute. And Prashant has created such a unbelievably great supportive platform that we never had 10 years ago. Whom to go to? Here we can just ask a question, 10 people give answers. Not that everybody is giving the right answers. Some of them may be technically inaccurate. It doesn't matter. What it matters is we are getting direction to get that thing sorted out. I'll give you an example. Prashant and Anandji gave an example of hyper. I wouldn't do that tip which he gave. Now, why I wouldn't do it? Because when you play fast songs, that twisting and turning of the flute will be risky for me. But in the beginning, if you do that tip that he gave you, that trick, your confidence will go up. कि मैं बजा सकता हूँ, ये मेरे से हो सकता है. Once you get that confidence, then you can do what is required in flute, which is all sounds have to be produced by fingers and embouchure of your lip, not by twisting the flute. Okay, I'll show you without twisting the flute. I'll play all the three purrs. Just watch. So I didn't move the flute at all. I don't know if the sound came out well, but without moving all the three, just by embouchure of the lip. But what trick Anandji said and Prashant said is very important. So you have to build up your confidence through practice. के मेरे से हो सकता है, मैं कर सकता हूँ. And the more you practice it, and the more you know that you can produce it, and practice it, you can conquer anything on the flute. So now question comes is, when do I practice? So first thing is, more important than when do I practice is, please practice daily. If you can't practice at a fixed time, make sure you practice anytime, but you must do minimum practice daily. The rule of the flute is, you forget the flute for one day, it will forget you for 1 week. In other words, if you leave a gap, next day when you go to play the flute after a gap, you will struggle to reach the same level you reached earlier. So every day find a way. In fact, there's a music club in Europe which is called the 5-minute club. They make it a point that no matter what, at least 5 minutes in a day, they support each other. आज का 5 मिनट हो गया तेरा, आज का 5 मिनट हो गया, आज का 5 मिनट हो गया. Then they progress to keeping the instrument nearby so that you can do 5 minutes many times in a day. So instead of doing one, yeah,
I'd like to add.
yes,
See, when it comes to practice, many people have more excuses not to practice than to practice.
yes,
Right. So my tip would be, even if it is not flute, then you must practice the sa with your singing. Just keep singing sa whenever you can. That is going to help you a lot when you pick up the flute next time. I keep one flute in my car always. Whenever there is a traffic jam, whenever there is some waiting time for me, I am waiting for somebody, I just pick that flute up and start playing. Request everybody to at least pick up the flute for 5 minutes. Even if you're not going to practice, even if you're not going to play the flute, just pick up the flute for 5 minutes every day. Make it a point that you have to pick up your flute for five minutes.
yes.
Keep the
Very
flute
clear.
visible in your room so that flute reminds you that you need to pick me up.
Perfect. And
Thank
you know,
you.
if you read all the great masters, they are not masters because they are talented. They are masters because they practiced. Hari Prasad used to sleep for 2-3 hours Every night practice. Nityanand Haldipur has told me 7 hours in a day practice. So, like Prashant said, I carry my flute everywhere. Now, I'm a very senior. I'm the senior most executive in my company. I'm the MD of my company. I carry my flute everywhere. I don't care what people will think, whether it's a board of directors meeting, executive meetings. I go to pick up my children in school. You'll find sometimes some of you may have, this is like a little arrogance, but many people have videotaped me in the airport when I'm waiting for my flight. I'll be playing, and some people take a video of it, and it must have gone viral also. Horrible playing, but I am not, except the bathroom. I carry my flute everywhere. In fact, it is there in my bed also. I sleep with my flute. Luckily, I have a flute which is unbreakable. I made of titanium, CPVC, but I'm surrounded by flutes. I carry my flute everywhere. Many times my children get embarrassed. Daddy, क्या लेके आता है ये? सब लोग बोलेगा छाता लेके आया है. ऐसे कुछ नहीं, उन लोग को तो बोलने का बोलने दो. I carry my flute. That is the advantage of flute or harmonica. People can't carry sitar, can't carry piano. We have got a God-given advantage. Carry it.
Yes.
There's one famous actor called Nasir. I forgot his last name. He's a friend of mine now. I forgot his last name. Anyway, he's there in Om Shanti Om also as the secretary. He wears his kurta. I met him in parties. He carries a flute in his arm here. Inside the kurta पे फोन इतना छोटा फ्लूट लेके घूमता रहता है. He also loves to play. He's an amateur. Party में but he carries a small flute with him. So some of you can carry it in your bag. That's a God-given advantage of the flute. Carry it everywhere. I carry it with me everywhere. So practicing every day, sometime or the other, is great. Then flute का क्या है? Unlike other instruments, you're producing sound by two things: blow and fingers. Fingers में control होगा, except when you become old. Like Hari Prasad ji is now struggling with his fingers because he's got Parkinson's. His fingers are trembling. But if you're not old, fingers will remain steady. But during the day, your breath will change. After food, early morning, in the night, when you're tired, बहुत फर्क होता है. So you have to find when you are in the good mood, it is like meditation. Fix that time. And if you have a regular fixed time, like they say, regular time makes it habit, then you won't forget. It's a regular habit. Like I have a good friend of mine who's the famous Santur player, Bhajan Sapori's son, Abhay Sapori is a good friend of mine. वो सुबह उठ के ब्रशिंग, टॉयलेट, कॉफी सब छोड़ो, पहला उसका रियाज चालू होता है. First he goes, nothing matters for him except riyaz. So they are professional musicians. But since it has from childhood, he has got that practice. कि उठ के पहला संतूर का music should infuse his body. So some people have like that. So find the time where you have the mood, the sound is leaving you thrilled and joyful. The more you can set that in place, it becomes a very, 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 very easy to keep practicing. I am a criminal in that because of my time schedule and travel. I have never put a fixed time. So my practice is very, very, very big a struggle for me. Now this COVID has made it easier because I'm not traveling. So every day I get fixed times. I can, in between calls, in between conferences, I pick up 5 minutes, I keep practicing. But otherwise, if you can fix a time where your mood is good, your mind is peaceful, music is all mind, meditation. If the मन भटक जाएगा आपका, तो सुर भटक जाएगा. The more steady your mind is, focused it is, then your sound will come out very, very well. Like right now, I'm very tired. After 3 days conference, I'm very exhausted right now. If I go to play now, I will not enjoy what I'm playing. It won't come out well. But early morning, I find when I play, my mind is absolutely settled. There's nothing, I've not started anything. Mind is very calm. I love the sound that is produced in my flute in the morning. And that is very inspiring to keep going ahead. क्या होता है music में? If you're not producing good music, people in your house are not enjoying it, people get discouraged. So it's very, very important that you enjoy what you're playing. So you are encouraged by what you're doing, by your own progress. So that's very important to nurture yourself, inspire yourself. And in the beginning, when you play some songs, friends will all say wow, wow, because they want to encourage you. One of the questions on the slide was how to know whether you're playing it correctly. I recommend you do recordings and send it to as many people who have some music knowledge. They may not be musicians, but like Prashant, they are somebody who has heard songs over and over again. They know the song. They can make out if it is sur in barabar hai ke nahi. Send them the recording. Those are the people who will give you the right guidance. Others will tell you, wow, 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 very good, but they have no musical sense, and you may go in the wrong direction. The problem in going the wrong direction in music is once your brain patterns get set, you will not be able to know whether you're playing it wrongly. Like, you know, मेरे बच्चे लोग को मैंने एक पनीर का डिश एक होटल से खिलाया था. They love that. Now the same पनीर मक्खन वाला from any hotel, even when we make it at home, they don't enjoy it. उनका भी वही सेट है कि वही खाना है उनको. So same way, if one sur sets in your mind wrongly, then it is, most musicians will tell you, or change karna is virtually very difficult. And there are some great musicians who certain notes don't come out correct. So they will not sing in the rag those notes very well, a lot. They will avoid it because it baith gaya unka, and the guru didn't catch it, or the wrong guru did not correct them in the beginning. So it is like a bell, you know, a bull who's walking and walking, but tied to one pole. So the bull is thinking, मैं दिन में 10 घंटा चलता हूँ, तो बहुत practice किया है मैंने, but no progress. It is just going round the pole. So you have to watch out that in music. So I recommend all of you who are learning songs, Prashant is a big resource. You can send the recording to him. Ask him to tell you critical feedback, not just encouraging feedback, because he will encourage you saying, good, well done, or your blow is not correct. He will not give you much because we don't know if we have permission to give you that much. But if you give him permission, Prashant bhai, tell us critically what was off. गलत क्या था, सुर क्या गलत था, ताल कितना गलत था, बताओ मेरे को, या प्राइवेट चैट पे बताओ. You will grow faster. Okay, so that is very important. Called, how do you know you're progressing correctly? Send it to somebody who has musical knowledge. Amongst ourselves, we will encourage, which is very good. We should encourage each other. कि तुमने attempt किया, but please don't give wrong feedback to each other. Wrong feedback is a bigger damage. Very soon that person will go flat, not progress, and lose interest in the flute and drop it. क्योंकि initially सब लोग family वाले सब हाँ अच्छा बोलेंगे, एक साल के बाद 1.5 साल के बाद बोलेंगे नहीं कुछ मजा नहीं आ रहा है, गलत बजा रहा है, and then for you to change is very difficult. So encouragement from each other is great. Get the right feedback to know if you're progressing correctly by going to people who know. Prashant bhai is good in songs. There are people who are good in swar, go to them. There are people who have heard music a lot. You can songs, they may not be musicians, but they can make out. Hey, mere pyare watan. For example, that they have heard it so well. So when you send a recording to them, they can tell you whether वो गाना महसूस कर रहा हूँ कि नहीं. So that's my tips on practice, how to practice, what to practice, when to practice, and how to know whether you're progressing correctly or not. Any questions about practice?
Gopal, talking about practice. Okay.
सर क्या हम आपको अपना रिकॉर्डिंग भेज सकते हैं?
Aditya, if it is Gane songs, you can send. Don't send me because I'm not good in songs. I don't have a much interest or a inclination for songs. I get very bored with songs. So if you send me, and I don't hear much songs also. I like the olden time songs which are rag based. But if you do, I'm not the right person. Prashant bhai is the best person to send for songs.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Gopal, Jayant here. So
Yeah.
when we are talking about practice, a consistent practice, a daily practice is very important. So let us understand that I have 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day, which is, I have 2 ways of practicing. One is I sit the entire 2 hours or 3 hours, complete it and get up. And there's another way where I split it into half an hour. So which is the best one? Blowing it in one shot or breaking into sessions?
Jayant, if you ask me any such question, I will always insist on only one thing called quality. I will not insist on quantity. So if in 3 hours you find you're struggling to get the quality, maintain the quality, or you're getting tired, out of breath, then I would say don't stop. Take a rest. Take a break. So I don't care about the quantity. 3 hours or 10 hours you do, but if it's not of high quality, it's a dangerous attempt, I would say. So
Shall I add something, Gopal?
1 minute, I'll just finish this. 2 slots you do of high quality, that's good. But make sure the quality is correctly done. Yes, Anandji, go ahead.
Yeah, what I was saying, how I do it, I'll tell you. Uh, I do long practice. I 1.5 hour in one sitting in the morning, another hour in the evening or so. What I have observed is when you are doing practice for a longer time, over a period of time, means what happens. Initially, your swars are very beautiful. Tones इतने सुंदर आपने धीरे 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 वो जो है by the after 1 hour, after 1.5 hour, वो आपके स्वर थोड़े खराब होने शुरू हो जाते हैं. Now, what I feel is we should stop when it starts happening. We should take a break, or our slot should be not according to time, according to the quality of our notes. When the quality starts deteriorating, immediately we should stop and take a break.
Yes. And Anandji, what you said is brilliant. But how do good musicians practice for long hours? They never compromise without a surpeti. So the surpeti or the tanpura is what guides them. So when they start slipping down, their guru makes sure that they're back to that. Their discipline is to get back to that. And now we don't have that much patience, but that's why surpeti or the tanpura peti is very, very critical if you want to maintain
Gopal
that
ji,
level.
you mentioned it earlier also. Now what I have done is I have taken your words. What I am doing is after some time when I feel जब मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि my quality of my notes is slightly different, even say 5% change is there, I just have the doubt. What I do is I start shift from Tanpura to Surpeti and I check all the notes. मेरे सारे notes इस frequency पे बज रहे हैं वो check करके then I start playing.
I think that's a brilliant idea. What you're doing is you are having a discipline called not compromising on the sur quality. So whatever supports you, that is a must. You can't allow tiredness, length to deteriorate the quality. Otherwise, brain will get set with the wrong sounds. That's the biggest problem in musicians. So you may be able to play a lot of ragas and songs, but your besura, you'll never progress. After some time, you'll get criticized and you'll criticize yourself. So surpeti for me is a must, and I'm lazy. So my sir had to drill it in me called without surpeti, don't practice. Surpeti is always there.
Now I would request everybody to ask questions, if any, if you have, so that we can quickly wind it up. We are already late, but I'm pretty much sure that this session has been very enlightening for all of us, including me, and we must have learned from each other. So if you have any questions, kindly put across. Utkarsh is asking, as I don't have the guru, so how should I practice and learn to play rag and classical? Gopal, if you can answer this.
Most of you will get disappointed with my answer. Don't learn classical music without guru.
Even I second this. Learning classical music or rag without music is going to be dangerous for you. Half knowledge is dangerous. So this is going to be half knowledge if you learn classical without a guru.
And classical music is not just the sounds.
Yes.
हर राग का पूरा एक फिलॉसफी होता है, उसका मूड होता है, उसका डेप्थ होता है, एंड उसका स्पिरिचुअल डेवलपमेंट होता है. विदाउट द गुरु टू कैच एंड हियर इट,
सर मतलब जैसे ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज होते हैं उन पे सीखना ठीक है या फिर ऑफलाइन ही जाना चाहिए सीखने के लिए?
Any other questions? Okay, Gopal, there's another. Prashant, have you studied classical music? No. Avinash, I have not studied classical music. I have not been fortunate enough to learn from any guru or find any teacher. So far, till date, I have been my guru myself. So that may sound a little arrogant, but this is how it is. Any further questions?
I have a question, but it's just since I am a novice, that's why I am asking. Sometimes it so happen कि
Yeah.
प बजता ही नहीं है, खाली हवा ही निकलती रहती है, फिर प से एक नीचे ध पे आते हैं, वो भी नहीं बजता है, फिर वापस स पे आना पड़ता है, फिर स से जाता हूँ तो सब बजेगा. मतलब एनीथिंग रॉन्ग विद माय प्लेसिंग ऑफ माय लिप्स और समथिंग?
नहीं कर्नल साहब, ये सबके साथ होता है जो नया नया बांसुरी बजाना सीख रहे हैं या बजाते हैं. ये सबके साथ ये प्रॉब्लम होता है. दिस इज अ वेरी कॉमन प्रॉब्लम.
ओके.
It will only go off once you keep practicing.
Yeah, but
अभी आपको कितना टाइम हुआ बजाते हुए?
3 महीने.
3 महीने. अभी तो बहुत बहुत लंबा जाना है अभी आपको.
हाँ. नहीं, पहले बहुत सही बज जाता है, मतलब प्रैक्टिस हो रही है, सब कुछ हो रहा है. आफ्टर से अबाउट एन आवर और सो, उसके बाद थोड़ा घूम फिर के वापस आए, दोबारा बजाना शुरू किया, वो प बजेगा ही नहीं, खाली फूक ही निकलती रहती है, हवा ही निकलती रहती है. ये भी नहीं कि कुछ बज जाए, वो भी नहीं बजेगा.
Colonel, that is like Prashant said, is a very common thing in the beginners.
Okay.
And the normal psychological response is to put force. So if you see
that's right.
Ashwin Srinivasan's also, the golden rule for sound not coming well is only one and one rule only. Your sealing of the holes has got slightly altered.
Okay.
Either the fingertips, the pad is not closing it, the lines in the finger are closing, so there's some leakage. So practice two things: tightening the hole ka, which is not actually good. Ultimately, you have to be very light with your fingers. But in the beginning, make sure sealing is perfect. And secondly, if you can watch my video, watch my visual right now. As you play the lip, the flute tends to go a little away from the lip. So make sure you press it firmly against the lip. I mean, lip means wherever the gap where you have kept the flute.
Okay.
So basically, you should know all the struggle for the sound, hissing is coming from bad sealing. So if you can tighten the seal and prevent leaks and not increase the force. But psychologically, we all tend to put force in the beginning to produce the sound. But know that it is wrong. Eventually, you'll have to correct it. So right from the beginning, I recommend don't do the mistake I did. After using force, then my guru catching it and saying, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Seal it properly, seal it properly. I'm recommending it to all of you right now. Practice sealing. Finger gets loose, sweat aa jata hai. It slightly moves away from the face, the flute end. Press it firmly against your mouth. So those are the important things. If you practice now, sound quality will never alter.
Okay.
Could you relate to what I said?
Yeah, I could relate.
So here, this it tends to go, and then change hota hai, so it moves away. Keep it straight.
Okay.
Right. And it is all about discipline, Colonel साहब. आपको तो उसके बारे में कुछ बताने का, सूरज को चिराग दिखाने जैसा होगा.
नहीं बजाता तो हूँ. I am very ruthless in my practice. करता हूँ हमेशा. I do always. लेकिन
मेरा सजेशन ये रहेगा, जिस भी नोट पे आपको दिक्कत आ रही है, उस नोट को आप सबसे ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस करें. उसको छोड़े नहीं जब तक वो ठीक नहीं बजेगा. अगर आपको पा और धा पे दिक्कत आ रही है, तो आप पा और धा से ही शुरू करें. सारा दिन एक ही नोट पे लगा दें उसको.
नहीं, वो दिक्कत वैसी नहीं है. वो क्या है, अभी तक सब कुछ सही बज रहा है. से अबाउट 40-45 मिनट सही बजाया, वापस आया, घूम फिर के दोबारा बजाया, पाव बज ही नहीं रहा. फिर सहज से शुरू किया तो बजने लग गया, फिर बजने लग गया. तो मैंने कहा कोई गलती होगी तभी हो रहा है.
Yeah. That's why keep a small Turkish towel with you. Fingers tend to become little grimy. Moist भी हो जाता है, slip, sealing नहीं होता ठीक से. So make sure your sealing is all the time.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
And remember, bamboo tends to absorb moisture. So kabhi sealing becomes a problem. So keep brushing your hand.
Another question. Arun Raj asks, what is the time for practice to get better improvement, morning or evening?
Same what I said earlier. Where you find yourself enjoying and it's coming out correctly, find which time is that. Is the morning for you? Some people don't find morning convenient. Mind is not relaxed. Where your mind is relaxed is the best time to practice. You've got 10 things. ये करना है, वो करना है, बीवी अभी बोलेगी ये काम करना है, बॉस का फोन आने वाला है. मन भटक गया तो सुर भटक गया.
Absolutely. बिल्कुल सही बात है. So this is how it is. Any further questions? We can quickly wind up then.
Sir, is there any application, Android application for tabla?
iTabla Pro is one which comes to my mind. It is a very good app for
But that is
practicing.
only Apple platform. Is there any software on Android platform?
Android has this iTabla, that is iTabla Pro for Apple. I'm not aware of any such app for Android.
Rhythm is there, Rhythm.
Which one, sir?
Rhythm is there.
Rhythm. Okay.
Rhythm.
I'm not aware. You can try this. This is
Okay,
how it
thank
is.
you.
Rhythm is good.
Utkarsh asks, is learning online from someone good or should we go for offline? It all depends on the quality of teacher. ठीक है, वो आपको शायद पहले दूसरे हफ्ते में पता चल जाएगा कि वो टीचर आपको सही से सिखा रहा है या सिर्फ टाइम पास कर रहा है. But it doesn't matter if the teacher is teaching you online or offline. क्योंकि मेरे पास कई सारे फोन आए हैं पीछे कि कुछ ऑनलाइन गुरुज हैं, मैं उनका नाम तो नहीं लेना चाहूँगा, बहुत फेमस है, उनके बहुत सारे यूट्यूब चैनल्स हैं, चैनल्स पे उनके हज़ारों वीडियोस हैं, लेकिन जब वो मुझे खुद फ़ोन करके बताते हैं कि मैंने इनसे सीखना शुरू किया लेकिन ये तो सिर्फ टाइम पास करते हैं, तो मुझे बहुत दुख होता है कि सिर्फ पैसा बनाने के लिए लोगों के टाइम से और पैसे से क्यों ऐसे खिलवाड़ करते हैं लोग. So it is better to look for a referred teacher. किसी ने आपको अगर रेफर किया है, ये टीचर आपका अच्छा है, तो आप उससे जाके सीख सकते हो, whether it is online or offline. आप किसी भी गुरु को सिर्फ ट्राई करने के लिए एक बार उससे जा सकते हो, 15-20 दिन में आपको पता चल जाता है कि वो सही सिखा रहा है या गलत सिखा रहा है.
Yeah, and that is true for online or offline. If he's a good guru, you will get value from him on a one-to-one basis or online also. But like Prashant said, if they're out to make money, even if they're offline or online, then it's waste.
गोपाल जी, ये क्रोमियम वाला बांसुरी कहाँ से मिलेगा? क्रोम का?
क्रोम नहीं, you mean titanium one?
अच्छा, टाइटेनियम वाला. हाँ
नहीं, वो नहीं मिलता है प्रफुल्ल जी. कर्नल साहब, I made it myself.
Oh, great.
And it's now titanium. Government has become very strict with the control, so I find it's virtually impossible to get a tube.
Okay. And sometime I heard that people, they are making of PVC as well. क्या बजाना चाहिए उसको?
नहीं, see, PVC का sound is not very good. They're flat है जरा.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
But Karthik is in the Air Force. He's going to do that end of this month. I have done flutes in CPVC. And before you joined the group, I had posted a recording of titanium, bamboo, and CPVC, and people could not make out the difference at all because CPVC sound is very good. Of course, ultimately nothing to beat bamboo. As you become very, very good in bamboo, there are certain haunting sounds of bamboo that no other material can produce.
That's right. Because I got 3-4 bansuris the same way. One in bedroom, one in outside veranda, one there. I do it. लेकिन वही है, अभी तक मैं एक तोड़ चुका हूँ. मैंने कहा एक ऐसा लेके आता हूँ.
Unlike Prashant bhai, I like to go for premium brands. I get it customized and I pay a lot of money. So I get very hurt if my flutes crack. So, and I travel a lot. And so, I keep dropping my flute. So I decided I need something which is unbreakable. So I experimented with a lot of metals. I made in brass, I made in steel, I made in aluminum. Finally, I settled on CPVC and titanium. CPVC is very cheap.
Okay.
Titanium is expensive. Both give me the same quality as bamboo. But I'm now not worried that it'll break. So, but if you can afford bamboo and in the beginning, inexpensive ones, nothing to beat bamboo.
Right. Thank you.
But Prashant bhai is good. His ear is developed well. He can pick up, like most good flutists, they can pick up really inexpensive ones because the quality has got nothing to do with the price. If your ear is good, you can get a good quality from anywhere. If your ear is bad, even the expensive ones can be very bad for you because they are just making money.
Correct.
That's why I go to flute makers who are my friends, who will not cheat me, or they take the effort to give me a good quality one, and they keep on guiding me after the sale also. So I have 2 such flute makers that I go to. One is inexpensive guy, is Kanti Bhai. Even he provides to Hariprasad students. He's not very expensive. 4,000-5,000 rupees mein e-flute aa jata hai. The other one he's become very close to me, and another very good one is Anubodh, who's the most expensive in the world, I find. but he's also become a very dear friend of mine. His flute costs about 25,000 rupees. E-flute. But he uses all premium material. Even the making is very different from, he doesn't use a hot iron rod. He has a way of cutting the holes in which the bamboo doesn't get damaged by excess heat. So his bamboos never crack because of no heat. Excess heat goes to the sides. So that's a very high technology he uses. Special kind of saws, special kind of. He's very expensive, but he's highly skilled. He's Hari Prasad's student also. But that's your budget, But if you want to make in CPVC, I can guide you. You can make one on your own. You have all the tools. Being in the armed forces,
Yes,
the tools is not a problem, and you can make one CPVC one. It'll come out very well, unbreakable. You can keep 5 all over the house and practice it. Carry it with you. You can in combat also. You can carry it and whack those terrorists a little bit. Nothing will happen.
correct.
Okay, I think that is pretty much for this day, and I just want to present a final slide, which I want to thank few people. Just have a look at this. When I started playing flute, these are some of the people who have influenced me, who have helped me to a great extent in keeping my interest alive in playing flutes. This person, his name is R.S. Khanna. He was the first person whose video I saw. He was playing some music and teaching. He's an untrained flutist, and a lot of songs in the beginning I have learned watching his videos. Then there is Dr. Kerry Krieger. He's a classically trained flutist. His channel name is Bansuri Bliss on YouTube, and he has a website also. He is such a great classical flute player. There are not many who play classical flute like him. Then there is Ashwin Srinivasan, whose videos have helped me in developing my ears. Then there is Zubair Malik from Bangladesh. He is a classically trained flutist whose YouTube channel videos are very informative and educative. Then there are 3 people who are very competent in producing songs on their flutes. One is Sant Akshat, then Chinmay Gaur, and then Chiranjeev Das. His YouTube channel is by the name of Divine Basuri. And please excuse me, I'm not promoting their channels or their names in any which way manner. I'm just trying to express my gratitude towards them, that I have learned so much from them watching their videos. So if you would want to learn few tips and tricks or few nitty-gritties of playing flute, then you can watch their YouTube channels and watch them how they play their music. And last but not the least, about my endeavor, I have this website called Notes and Sargam. Many of you must have visited this, and there are over 350 songs and tunes. I have recently published a book also, which is very useful for the beginners. As they say, after purchasing, they call me and give me the feedback. So I'm very happy with the feedback. And there is one more service which I cater to the users of my website, On Request Sargam. I charge not because I want to make money, but because I want to discourage them to play their flute by looking at the notes or play their music by referring to something. The music should come automatically to you, and you should not be dependent on anybody for notes or anything else which may hinder your progress as a musician. I keep posting notations in Sargam format for various musical tunes and Hindi film songs on my website, which are absolutely free, of course, for everybody to use. But I charge for the songs which you may request from me, because it takes time and it takes a lot of effort to write down these Sargam notes, which I don't say that I am not enjoying. I enjoy very much, but there are lot many other things which I have to pay attention to. So that is why I demand a small amount of money from people who are asking for me to make Sargam of a song. So this is pretty much of it, and those who are yet to follow me, yet to follow Notes and Sargam, they can do so on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, and Instagram. So I am available on all these channels, and I'm definitely available on phone call 24/7. If any doubt you have, you can always message me or talk to me. So this is all from my side. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Gopal. Thanks a lot. You have been a great help for this webinar. And thanks a lot, everybody. We will see you soon with another session with somewhere in another webinar. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to give a feedback on my WhatsApp group or my website. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care. Good night.